Hey guys, I hope everyone's doing well. Had a great week. Monday's lecture was led by Mo and Abigail, and we watched various TED Talks about the problems with the patent system. And in the first video, a professional named Ellen T. Hohen, I probably am not pronouncing that right, talked about the medicines patent pool. And, basically we learned the history of kind of like the patent development in foreign countries, how previously foreign countries did not, honor patents, and, for example, India, and companies within those countries could make generic medicines, and sell them for cheap prices, and they're more readily available, to lesser developed countries. But about in 1995, the World Trade Organization, mandated all countries to recognize 20-year patents for medicines. But now, which slowed down the manufacturing of drugs and kind of like the export into lesser developed countries. However, the medicines patent pool allows for inventors and pharmaceutical companies to come together and offer licenses to nonprofits and generic drug manufacturers in developing countries to get the medicine there to the people who need it in a much faster way. For example, the video spoke about one specific drug that from the time of video 2 months before was manufactured and patented, and 2 months later it was available in Kenya. And it's like the medicine patent pool is really saving a lot of lives. The next video was of Drew Curtis, and he talked about how to beat a patent troll. And Drew Curtis is the, I think, founder and CEO of Fark.com. And his company was sued for infringing on a specific patent regarding, I guess, emailing news or something of that sort. And he explains that most companies decide to settle, and in his situation, all the larger companies like Yahoo decided to settle, but he decided to fight the patent. And when he did, the patent troll kind of gave in and settled for nothing. And he goes on to offer this advice about, you don't really need to fight the patent, you need to fight the infringement. And you let them know, and the next point is that you let them know that either you have no money or that you're willing to spend more money on lawyers and fighting the lawsuit than give it to them. And lastly, you want to be as annoying as possible, make the process tedious, and just do not negotiate with patent trolls, because he considers them terrorists. In a way they are, because they've done more harm to the American economy than any terrorist attack that was presented in the video. And lastly, from this post, we watched Kirby Ferguson talk about how patent and copyright laws are both awkward and hinder the opportunity for humans to collaborate and build off one another. And he used the example of patents or copyrights in the music industry, and how remix is basically composed of 3 parts. And that's of copying, transforming, and combining. And he feels that these 3 actions aren't just relevant to the music industry, but any sort of creativity and creation. So that's about it for this post. My next video will talk about the 3 other speakers from the TED Talks we watched in class. And I hope you enjoyed this, and please leave comments or questions. Thanks.